Archangel Michael is not speaking to everyone today. He is speaking to you. Yes, you who are listening right now. This is not a coincidence, and this is not an accident. Heaven has aligned everything so that this message flashes before your eyes in this very moment. And if you are still here, it means that you were chosen to hear these words. Before we begin, I want to open my heart to you. Many of you have asked how you can support these divine messages and help them continue reaching souls across the world. If you feel touched, protected, or guided by what you hear today, consider sending your blessing through Super Thanks. It's not just a donation, it's an act of faith, a seed of light you plant into heaven's work. Every time you give, you are strengthening the channel through which Archangel Michael's voice reaches others who desperately need it. So if your heart feels moved, tap on Super Thanks below. Do it not just for me, but as an offering to God's work flowing through this channel. Now let us enter the message. Archangel Michael stands in a realm of blazing light, yet his expression today is not gentle. It is stern. It is filled with righteous fire. Because heaven is tired of being ignored, and you, chosen one, are standing at a crossroads. The warning is not to scare you. It is to awaken you. Because Archangel Michael knows what lies ahead, and he sees what is being prepared against you in the unseen realms. Dark forces are weaving traps, enemies are whispering curses, shadows are circling. And yet, heaven is giving you one last chance to break free before it is too late. Imagine a mighty trumpet sounding in the heavens. That is what this moment is. A call louder than all distractions, a sound that demands your soul's attention. Archangel Michael's sword of fire is lifted high, and he is pointing directly toward you, not to harm you, but to cut away the chains that still bind you. But here is the truth. He cannot help you if you refuse to act. The angels are bound by divine law. They cannot force protection upon someone who closes their heart. You must open the door. You must say yes. You must step into the light before the storm fully breaks loose. And make no mistake, the storm is coming. Signs are already unfolding around you. Confusion in relationships, sudden financial pressures, dreams that feel heavy, almost suffocating, moments when you sense something watching you in silence. These are not coincidences. They are warnings, indicators that spiritual warfare is reaching its peak. But Archangel Michael says this: if you listen now, you will not fall. If you obey, you will not be swept away. If you step forward in faith, you will walk through fire and not be burned. Chosen one, you are not just surviving random moments. You are standing at the edge of prophecy, and the angels are watching to see how you respond. Do not take these words lightly. Heaven does not repeat itself forever. This is why the message today feels heavy, urgent, fiery, because delays are dangerous. If you postpone this, the enemy gains ground. If you shrug it off, the protection lifts. If you ignore it, the consequences fall directly upon you. But here is the good news. Even now, even in this final warning, mercy is waiting. Light is stronger than darkness, and Archangel Michael is still fighting for you. He has not turned his back. He has not abandoned you. But he is making it clear, this is the last call. Picture this: a blazing gate of light standing open in front of you. On the other side is peace. On the other side is breakthrough. On the other side is protection so strong that no curse, no enemy, no weapon can reach you. But the gate will not stay open forever. It is closing with every moment you delay. And when it shuts, it will not open again easily. That is why Archangel Michael says, move now, do not wait until tomorrow. Do not wait until the pain is unbearable. Do not wait until loss forces you to kneel. Step into the light willingly, before the weight of judgment presses upon you. These words may feel heavy, but they are filled with love. The same love that moved heaven to send you this message right now. The same love that pulled you here even when your mind was distracted. The same love that whispers, this is for you, don't run away again. Because God has not given up on you, heaven has not closed its doors, and Archangel Michael has not sheathed his sword. He is standing in battle position waiting for your yes. Look back at your life for a moment. How many times have you been rescued from situations you thought would destroy you? How many times did you almost lose everything, but something unseen pulled you out at the last moment? Those were not coincidences. That was divine intervention. That was proof that angels have always been near. But now, the stakes are higher. The opposition is stronger. The attacks are fiercer. And only those who cling tightly to heaven will survive what is coming. So today, hear this. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, your battles are heavier than most. But so are your victories. And so is your protection, if you accept it. Archangel Michael's warning may sound harsh, but beneath it burns a fire of love. Like a father raising his voice to protect his child from danger. Like a warrior shouting to his companion, "Get behind me before the arrow strikes." Like a guardian angel pulling you out of a path you cannot yet see. And that is why you cannot ignore this. Because your destiny is too important. Your calling is too powerful. Your future is too great to let it be stolen now. So hear me clearly. This is not the end of your story. This is the turning point. The moment when the pages shift. The chapter where you choose light over darkness. The moment heaven records your yes. And when you say yes, everything changes. Doors that were locked will burst open. Enemies that were circling will scatter. The heaviness on your chest will lift, and peace will flow like living water through every part of your life. But if you hesitate, the outcome shifts. Not because God is cruel, but because heaven honors free will, and silence is also a choice. So, chosen one, listen carefully. Do not let silence be your choice today. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let pride keep you bound. Step forward now. Step into the fire of protection that Archangel Michael is holding out for you. Because once you do, the very chains that tormented you will shatter instantly. The moment you heard Archangel Michael's words in the first part, something shifted in the atmosphere around you. Some of you felt chills. Some felt a sudden weight lift. Others felt an invisible resistance rising inside, as if something didn't want you to hear the rest. That is no coincidence. Whenever heaven speaks, darkness trembles. Whenever light is revealed, shadows fight to keep you blind. And right now you are standing in that battle. The question is, who will you listen to? Because Archangel Michael is still speaking, and his voice thunders with urgency. But the enemy also whispers. One voice says, "Wake up, the hour is late." The other voice says, "Ignore this, you have more time." One pulls you toward freedom. The other keeps you chained in delay. And you must choose. Chosen one, you have been chosen for this message, not only because of what is around you right now, but also because of what is coming. There are events unfolding in the unseen realms that will soon touch the earth. And those who are unprepared will be swept away in fear, confusion, and despair. But you are not here to be swept away. You are here because heaven has marked you for survival. Heaven has marked you for protection. Heaven has marked you for victory. Do you feel the urgency in these words? It is not ordinary urgency. It is prophetic urgency. A divine countdown has already begun, and every moment you listen, you are either moving closer to safety or closer to danger. Archangel Michael reveals this. There are battles raging above your head right now, unseen to your eyes. Mighty angels are fighting against principalities of darkness. There are demonic powers that have been sent to delay, distract, and destroy you. And though you cannot see the clash, you feel its effects. That's why you've been exhausted without reason. That's why you face sudden conflicts with people who once supported you. That's why unexpected setbacks appear right when you are about to take a step forward, because there is war over your destiny. But hear this, you are not defenseless. You are not a victim. You are not meant to suffer defeat. Archangel Michael stands as heaven's general, and when you align with his command, victory becomes inevitable. Do you know why this warning feels so personal? Because it is. It was not meant for your neighbor. It was not meant for a stranger scrolling by. It was meant for you. Heaven carved out this moment so you would not miss it. Look around at your life. Can you see how many times you've been spared? Think of the accidents that didn't happen, the sickness that could have destroyed you but didn't, the people who left you, only for you to later realize they were never meant to walk into your future. Every single one of those was a message. Heaven has been guarding you. And now, Archangel Michael says, if you survived that, don't you see that you were meant for something greater? But with greater calling comes greater resistance. That is why you've been attacked more fiercely than others. That is why your struggles feel heavier than what people around you face, because your destiny carries weight, your future carries impact, and darkness knows if you rise, you will shake nations. This is why Archangel Michael's words today feel both terrifying and comforting. Terrifying, because the warning is real. Comforting, because you are not alone in this battle. Let me show you the vision being revealed right now. I see a battlefield stretching across the heavens. On one side, armies of light clothed in fire. On the other, hosts of darkness cloaked in shadow. And between them, your name is written. The war is over you. The war is over your future. The war is over your bloodline. Generations before you faced similar battles, but many of them fell because they ignored the call. But you are not like them. You are the one heaven has set apart to break the cycle. You are the one chosen to carry light into places where your family only knew darkness. And that is why the weight feels so heavy on your shoulders. You are the turning point. Archangel Michael is making it clear, this is not just about you. This is about every life connected to yours, every person who will be impacted when you walk in your calling, every soul who will be touched by the light you carry. This is bigger than you realize. That's why the pressure has been so intense. That's why you feel like giving up at times. That's why the voices of doubt scream louder when you are closest to breakthrough. Because darkness knows if you step into this, you will not just save yourself, you will pull others out with you. But listen carefully. The gates of heaven are not closed to you. They are open right now. They are open wider than ever before. And Archangel Michael is standing at that gate, holding it back against the enemy's push, shouting to you, run through before it slams shut. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let hesitation cost you everything. Because delay is a thief. Delay steals blessings. Delay weakens faith. Delay destroys opportunities. And delay is exactly what the enemy is hoping for. Chosen one, think about the times you've told yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. How many tomorrows have passed? How many chances slipped through your fingers while you waited for a perfect moment? There will never be a perfect moment. The moment is now. That is why this message is urgent. Archangel Michael is not threatening you. He is pleading with you. But his plea carries authority. And when heaven's general speaks, the wise listen. He says, step into alignment. Remove what is blocking you. Do not return to what I already pulled you out from. Do not flirt with the same temptations that almost destroyed you before. Do not sleep while your destiny is under attack. This is your wake-up call, not tomorrow, not next month, not when you feel ready, right now. Because the unseen clock is ticking, and when the hand strikes, events will unfold that cannot be undone. Those who are awake will walk through unharmed. Those who are asleep will be swept away. Do not underestimate the power of these words. Do not treat this as just another video. Heaven is watching how you respond. The angels are recording whether you act in faith or remain in silence. And silence, chosen one, is a choice. Silence says, I don't believe this matters. Silence says, I'll risk it. But silence also opens the door for darkness to step in. Archangel Michael's sword is blazing, but he will not swing it unless you allow him to fight on your behalf. Heaven's shield is ready, but it will not cover you unless you step under it. The protection is here, but you must choose to enter it. And once you do, you will see things shift rapidly. What was blocked will suddenly flow. What was heavy will suddenly lift. What felt impossible will suddenly break open. Because the moment you align with heaven, the battle tips in your favor instantly. This is why the message is urgent, not to frighten you into despair, but to awaken you into action. Because Archangel Michael knows the storm is already forming, and he knows you cannot afford to stand outside when the winds rise. Hear me clearly. The enemy has tried to silence you because he fears your voice. He has tried to break you because he fears your strength. He has tried to distract you because he fears your focus. But Archangel Michael is declaring, you will rise if you choose now. You will stand if you obey now. You will overcome if you surrender now. So, chosen one, let this sink deep into your spirit. This is not just a message. This is a divine summons, a call that heaven has written into the story of your life, and the way you respond will mark the rest of your journey. The fire of Archangel Michael's message is not dimming, it is growing stronger, and as you continue listening, you are proving something powerful. You are showing heaven that your spirit is awake. You are showing Archangel Michael that you are paying attention. Because most people would have already turned away by now. But you are still here. That alone is a sign that you were meant to receive the deeper part of this revelation. Archangel Michael declares this clearly. The one who endures to the end will be saved. This is not just about surviving hard times. It is about standing firm when everything else shakes. And chosen one, the shaking has already begun. Look around you. The world is restless. Nations are rising against nations. The earth itself is trembling with signs. People are living with fear in their eyes and chaos in their homes. And in the middle of this storm, God has planted you. Not to be destroyed, but to be a light. Not to drown in fear, but to carry divine courage. This is why your battles have been so relentless, because what you carry threatens the kingdom of darkness. Archangel Michael is not speaking with gentle whispers today. He is sounding a trumpet of warning. The trumpet is loud enough to break chains. The trumpet is loud enough to wake the sleepers. The trumpet is loud enough to scatter demons hiding in the shadows. But if you ignore the sound, the silence that follows will be unbearable. Heaven is not repeating this warning without reason. It is repeating because the time is shorter than you realize. There are forces at work that you cannot see. Contracts signed in the unseen, assignments of destruction released against chosen ones. But Archangel Michael's army is standing in place, ready to strike them down, if you give heaven permission to fight for you. Chosen one, do you see what's at stake? This is not only about your personal struggles. This is about your calling, your family's future, the generational chains that are waiting to be broken through your obedience. Think of the ones watching you silently. Some of them may never say a word, but your courage to stand in the light will open the way for them too. This is why heaven keeps pressing this message onto your spirit, because your yes will not only shift your destiny, it will shift the lives of many who are connected to you. The angels are showing me something now. I see doors, rows of doors, stretching across a long hallway, each one locked tight. Behind each door is something that belongs to you. Blessings that have been delayed, opportunities that have been hidden, breakthroughs that were assigned to your name, but never reached your hands. And Archangel Michael stands with a burning sword ready to strike the locks, but his words are strong. I will not force what you do not want. If you want what is behind these doors, you must step forward and claim it. Can you feel the weight of those words? The breakthrough is not far away. It is closer than you think. But heaven requires your agreement. Heaven requires your faith. This is why Archangel Michael is pressing so urgently today, because time is running out. You may think you can delay and still receive what is yours later. But not this time. Not with this message. The doors are closing, and once they shut, the chance does not come back in the same way again. Chosen one, this is not to frighten you. This is to awaken you. Because fear paralyzes, but faith activates. The reason you feel chills even now is because your spirit recognizes this is truth. Your spirit is aligning with heaven's voice. Your heart is telling you, this is not just another moment. This is divine timing. So what will you do with this moment? Archangel Michael says, do not be like the ones who mocked the warnings until the storm came. Do not be like the ones who laughed at Noah until the flood swallowed them. Do not be like the ones who rejected the prophets until judgment fell. The enemy wants you distracted. He wants you scrolling, yawning, forgetting, because he knows if you take this seriously, his hold on you will break instantly. But you are here still. That alone is proof that heaven is pulling you into safety. Chosen one, remember this. God never warns without purpose. Heaven never repeats itself without urgency. And right now, you are standing in that urgency. Archangel Michael's anger is not against you. It is against what has been trying to destroy you. It is against the spirits of confusion, fear, and delay. It is against the forces that have been stealing your peace and silencing your voice. Heaven is not angry to condemn you. Heaven is angry because you are too precious to lose. And the time to act is now. If you could see the scrolls being unrolled in heaven right now, you would fall to your knees. Because your name is written there. Your destiny is written there. And today's warning is part of the story heaven is recording about you. Do not let the ink that marks your life record silence. Let it record faith. Let it record obedience. Let it record courage. Because when you move in faith, heaven moves in power. And when heaven moves in power, no darkness can withstand it. Archangel Michael is already drawing his sword closer. The fire of God's protection is surrounding you even as you hear this. And the enemy knows his time is almost over. But your choice will determine the final outcome. Will you step forward now? Or will you hesitate until the door shuts? Archangel Michael now reveals that the forces moving around you are not random. They are signs, carefully aligned, preparing the ground for what heaven has already declared. When you feel sudden heaviness in your chest or a strong unease without reason, it is not ordinary fear. It is the stirring of your spirit, sensing what your eyes cannot yet see. There are layers of divine order behind every event. Moments that may seem accidental are threads woven into a greater design. The delays you faced were not failures. They were shields, preventing you from stepping into traps set by unseen enemies. And the opportunities that slipped away were not losses. They were redirections, pulling you toward the exact path meant for your soul's survival. Archangel Michael warns that ignoring these patterns will bring chaos, but opening your eyes to them will bring alignment, protection, and swift deliverance. Do not dismiss the dreams that come again and again. These repeated visions are not mere imaginations, but coded messages from the higher realm. Every whisper of intuition that rises within you is heaven's attempt to warn you. But when you silence that voice, you silence your shield. Michael's sword is drawn not only against the forces attacking you from outside, it also cuts through the illusions, clouding your inner vision. The truth is sharp and sometimes painful, but it is the only way to separate you from destruction. This is why the message is being repeated with urgency. Because the time for gentle reminders has passed. Now comes the hour where ignoring will carry irreversible weight. Heaven does not want you to be caught unprepared. And so the Archangel stands before you once more, blazing with fire, demanding your attention. The warning is not here to frighten you. It is here to awaken you before the final seals begin to break. Archangel Michael now moves deeper into the revelation. His words are not soft whispers anymore. They carry the weight of thunder. He speaks of a veil that has been over your life for too long. This veil has kept you from seeing the truth of who you are. From the day you were born, forces of both light and darkness have observed you. The light sought to guide you, to lift you, to prepare you for this very moment. But the darkness sought to chain you, to delay you, to make you believe that you are powerless. Every struggle you have endured was not random. Every tear, every betrayal, every closed door was part of the battle for your soul. And Michael declares that heaven has reached its final call. You cannot remain in between anymore. The line is being drawn sharply. One side is life, protection, and blessing. The other side is confusion, destruction, and loss. The reason you feel this urgency is because the hour is closer than you think. The spiritual clock is ticking, and every second counts. When you wake in the middle of the night with your heart racing, pay attention. When you feel a sudden wave of peace, even in chaos, do not ignore it. These are signs that heaven is actively working around you. But here is the danger. If you brush these signs aside, you will find yourself blind when the greatest shift takes place. And blindness in this hour will cost everything. Michael's warning is clear. This is not just another message you can casually hear and walk away from. This is a direct summons from the throne of heaven. It is the kind of message that demands action, response, and alignment. The Archangel reminds you that silence is also a choice. If you ignore heaven's call, you are still choosing to stand unprotected. Heaven is not cruel. It has given countless warnings before. But this moment carries weight unlike any other. Think of the storms you survived when you thought it was the end. Think of the times you nearly lost everything but were suddenly rescued. Those were not coincidences. They were proofs that your life is under watch. Michael says, if you survived those storms, it was not by chance. It was to prepare you for this exact moment where you must finally rise and listen. The angelic hosts are not passive observers. They are moving, aligning, and preparing. Battles you cannot see are raging over you, and your decision, whether to heed or ignore this message, will shift the outcome. There is no more room for hesitation. The time for half faith and half commitment is gone. Heaven is demanding full surrender, full trust, and full obedience. You may ask, but why now? Why this urgency? Michael answers, because the seals of destiny are breaking. The pages written long ago are unfolding before your very eyes. Every global shaking, every unexpected disaster, every hidden truth being exposed is not random. It is part of the countdown that heaven already knew, and you are living in the center of it. Michael's voice rises. Chosen one, the reason you hear this message today is because you cannot be left unprepared. The heavens will not allow you to walk blindly into what is coming. That is why this urgent call has been sent. Pause now and think, why did you stop on this message? Why did your heart not allow you to scroll past? Because your spirit knows this is for you. When heaven speaks, it chooses its audience carefully. And if this message reached your eyes and ears, it is proof you have been marked. The angels are gathering around those who respond. Their wings form shields. Their light drives away darkness. But they only stand with those who open their hearts and obey the call. If you turn away, the shield lowers, the covering lifts, and the enemy, waiting patiently, strikes without mercy. Michael says, do not let this be your story. Do not let stubbornness or delay cost you everything. For once the gates close, they will not open again. You may have thought you had more time. You may have believed tomorrow would give you another chance. But heaven declares the time is not tomorrow, it is now. Even the earth is crying out. Natural disasters increase. The skies show unusual signs. Nations tremble. Creation itself is signaling that the end of delay has come. And in the middle of this shaking, you are being called to stand. To stand firm, to stand awake, to stand covered by the light of God. The choice is heavy, but it is also simple. Will you listen or will you turn away? Will you step into alignment or will you remain in danger? Archangel Michael is not speaking for himself. He is the messenger of the Almighty, the enforcer of heaven's decree. And when he delivers a message, it is not opinion, it is law. Your soul has already felt the tug. Even now your heart beats faster, your breath feels heavier. This is because the truth has pierced your spirit. Do not resist it, do not silence it. Instead, lean into it and accept what heaven is giving. For the ones who listen, great blessings await. Unexpected doors will open, hidden enemies will be exposed, and divine protection will cover your house. But for those who ignore, the covering will lift and chaos will strike swiftly. Michael concludes this part of the warning with fire in his tone. You have been warned again and again. This is not a game, not a story, not imagination. This is the final urgent call. Choose wisely, for heaven will not repeat this forever. The atmosphere grows heavy as his words fade, but in that weight there is also mercy, because the warning itself is proof that you are loved enough to be warned. Archangel Michael's presence is closer than ever, and the atmosphere feels charged with urgency. He speaks not only with authority, but with immense love, because this message is about your survival, your protection, and your destiny. You may feel tired, overwhelmed, or even confused by everything happening around you. That is exactly why Michael is speaking to you now, to cut through the noise, to cut through the fear, to deliver clarity. The forces of darkness have been active in your life for years. Perhaps you didn't see it before, but now the truth becomes impossible to ignore. Every sudden obstacle, every hidden betrayal, every unexplained delay or failure. These were never coincidences. They were attempts to divert you, to weaken your spirit, and to keep you from your calling. But here is the difference now. Heaven is no longer allowing you to remain in delay. Archangel Michael declares, "The time has come to step fully into your light. The time has come to break the chains that have long held you back. The time has come to claim what was promised and defend what is rightfully yours." Heaven's patience has limits, but mercy is still extended to those who respond. When you hear these words, feel them reverberate through your spirit. Your life is about to change if you act now. Every second you hesitate, the weight of responsibility increases. Do you remember the moments when divine protection intervened in your life unexpectedly? When doors opened just in time, or dangers vanished before reaching you? Those moments were not random. They were seeds of the plan being planted, preparing you for this exact season. Michael says, "You were preserved for this moment, for this call, for this urgent alignment." Do not squander what heaven has preserved for you. The enemy knows your potential. He sees your capacity to rise above circumstances, and that is why attacks have intensified when you were closest to breakthroughs. But the angels are watching too. They are holding back the forces of darkness just long enough for you to act. If you take this step now, victory is assured. If you delay, you risk exposure to dangers that could overwhelm you. Your heart may question this, your mind may resist, but your spirit knows. Even now there is a stirring inside you, a recognition that this is true, that your life, your family, your calling, everything that matters is on the line. The Archangel's sword burns with fire, but it is not a weapon of destruction toward you. It is a weapon of liberation. It cuts away the chains, the fears, the doubts, and the lies that have tried to hold you back. This is why the urgency is so intense. Heaven cannot force your alignment, but it can warn, and the warning is louder than ever before. You must understand the stakes. The world you see is only part of reality. There is a spiritual battlefield above, around, and within you. Every decision, every choice, every step you take influences what happens next. This is not fear-mongering. It is truth, and it is meant to awaken you fully. Heaven is showing me visions of paths, multiple paths stretching before you. Some are filled with light, others are shrouded in darkness, and the Archangel is pointing you toward the light. But he waits for your agreement. He waits for your commitment, because even heaven honors your free will. Do not let hesitation trap you in darkness. Do not let fear keep you from claiming what is yours. Michael says, "The gates of protection are open, but they will not stay open forever. If you delay even by moments, you will miss the opportunity to walk in full alignment and divine security." Your life has been a journey of preparation. Every struggle, every test, every challenge was to prepare your spirit for this exact hour. And now, the call has arrived. Those who respond will find unexpected doors opening, blessings flowing, and enemies scattering before them. Those who ignore will face consequences they cannot avoid. Do you feel that heaviness in your chest? That is not fear. That is the urgency of your soul, recognizing the gravity of the moment. Archangel Michael says, "Rise now, chosen one. Step into the light. Claim your protection. Obey the call, and you will see the chains break." Even if you have doubted before, even if you have stumbled, this is your opportunity to correct course. Heaven is patient, but the moment is fleeting. Look at your life now. The storms are increasing. The pressures are intensifying. The signs are becoming impossible to ignore. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration, and your response will mark the outcome. You are at the threshold. Step forward, and the angels will lead you. Step back, and the shadows will encroach. Remember, every second counts. Every heartbeat matters. Every choice is recorded in the scrolls of heaven. Archangel Michael's sword glows brighter as he watches you. He knows your potential, your destiny, and the power you carry. Do not squander it now. Do not remain passive. The light is extending toward you. Take it, claim it, and let it shield you. Those who take the step will experience transformation. The chains of the past will fall. Blessings long delayed will arrive. The power of heaven will move through them like fire. but those who delay will face trials of a magnitude they cannot yet imagine, because delay gives space to darkness. Action brings alignment with divine protection. Michael declares one final warning in this section. This is the last opportunity in this hour. The enemy waits for hesitation, but heaven waits for obedience. Choose life, choose light, choose protection now. Even as his voice fades, the urgency remains. The atmosphere thickens with possibility and danger, and your next move will determine which path you walk. The angels stand ready. The light is flowing. The protection is extended. But it is conditional, dependent entirely on your decision to step forward. Do not underestimate the moment. Do not underestimate the power of heaven watching over you, and do not underestimate yourself. You are stronger than you think. You are chosen beyond measure, and you are protected beyond comprehension if you respond. The presence of Archangel Michael continues to grow stronger. You can feel it in the heaviness around your spirit, the fire within your chest, the sense that time itself is pressing down on you. He speaks not just with authority, but with the urgency of one who knows the consequences of delay. Chosen one, he says, the hour is nearer than you realize. Every second you hesitate, the enemy gains ground. Every moment you doubt, the protection surrounding you weakens. This is not a threat, it is truth. A truth that has been echoed through generations, through prophets, and now through you. For too long, darkness has been allowed to masquerade as normalcy. The subtle lies, the hidden attacks, the unseen spiritual battles, all designed to convince you that you are powerless. But that deception is ending. Heaven has declared that the time of awakening has arrived. Michael moves before you like a storm of fire. His wings stretch wide, shimmering with divine light, and in his gaze you can see both warning and protection. The Archangel declares, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper if you step into your calling now. No darkness can overcome what heaven has prepared. The enemy fears you because of what you were made to become." Pause and reflect. The enemy fears you, not your neighbors, not the people around you, but you, because your spirit carries something they cannot touch, a light, a power, a destiny written in the eternal scrolls of heaven. Do you feel that fire inside you, that surge of awareness, of courage, of recognition? That is heaven speaking directly to your soul. Michael continues, "You have been tested repeatedly. Every betrayal, every loss, every delay, it was never to break you. It was to prepare you, to strengthen you, to sharpen your faith. And now, the preparation has reached its peak. You are no longer in the testing phase. You are in the activation phase." The Archangel's voice thunders, "Step into your assignment. Claim what has been preserved for you. Do not allow hesitation to steal what is rightfully yours." You may feel fear, you may feel doubt, you may question whether you are ready. Know this, readiness is not required. Faith is, obedience is, and willingness is enough to move the forces of heaven in your favor. The spiritual battlefield around you is visible to those with eyes of understanding. Angels and demons clash invisibly, but the energy is felt everywhere. Every sudden setback in your life, every unexplained delay, every moment of fear, it has all been part of this unseen conflict. But Michael declares, "Those who align with heaven now will walk through unscathed. Those who delay will feel the weight of what was prevented by divine mercy slip away." Pause and let that sink in. The weight of your future, your calling, your protection, it rests in your hands now. Heaven is not coercing you. You are free to choose. But the choice carries consequences. Every decision, no matter how small, reverberates through time and space. Every hesitation allows darkness to gain influence. Every step forward allows light to strengthen its hold. Michael shows visions of doors, once hidden, now glowing. Behind each door are blessings, protection, and alignment with your divine purpose. He says these doors are not locked, but they require action, they require courage, they require your yes. If you ignore the signs, the doors will close, and the path you were meant to walk will become blocked. The weight of responsibility is real, the urgency is real, and the call is louder than ever. Your ancestors have waited for this moment. Generations have prayed and hoped that someone would rise to claim what was preserved for the family line. You are that someone, chosen for this hour, chosen for this fight, chosen to walk through the storm with divine protection. Michael's voice becomes even stronger. Rise now. Do not delay. The enemy seeks to intimidate you, but you are stronger than all of it. The protection of heaven surrounds you. The armies of light are marching in your favor. Do not hesitate. Feel the fire within you ignite. This is your moment to act, to align, to step fully into your purpose. Heaven is not asking for perfection. It is asking for faith. It is asking for surrender. It is asking for obedience. Every hesitation allows darkness to creep closer. Every doubt invites delay. Every step forward empowers heaven's protection. Michael continues, your destiny is greater than you imagine. The enemy fears your rise because of the ripple effect it will have on others. Generations will be impacted by your alignment. Lives will be changed by your courage. Blessings will flow because of your obedience. Pause. Breathe. Feel the reality of these words. This is not a message to ignore. This is not a moment to scroll past. This is your wake-up call. Michael's sword blazes even brighter. The light from heaven spreads over you like a shield. Every fear you hold, every doubt you carry, is being illuminated and exposed. The Archangel shouts, do not wait. Step into the light. Walk through the doors. Claim what is yours. Obey, and you will see miracles unfold. You may feel the resistance within yourself. The part of you that doubts, hesitates, or fears. That is the moment to act. Because the resistance is the enemy testing you. The courage you show now determines the outcome. The angels are moving around you, holding back darkness, but they wait for your alignment. Step forward, and heaven moves in your favor. Step back, and the path closes. Michael's final words for this section are clear. This is the hour of choice. The time of hesitation has ended. Rise now, chosen one. Obey, and the full measure of heaven's protection and blessing will be yours. The energy thickens, the light expands, the spiritual battlefield rages, and your next move will decide which side you stand on. Archangel Michael stands before you with a presence so powerful that it almost shakes the very air around you. You can feel it in your chest, in your spirit, and in the energy of the room. He is not just a messenger. He is a warrior, a protector, and a commander of heaven's armies. He speaks now, and the urgency is undeniable. Chosen one, the time to act is now. Every delay gives strength to the darkness. Every hesitation weakens the protection around you. You may wonder why these words are so intense. It is because the hour is critical. The forces of both light and darkness are converging. Every event in your life has led to this intersection. Every struggle, every test, every victory, and every setback was preparation. You are standing at the threshold of your destiny. Michael's sword gleams with divine fire, cutting through the unseen chains that have tried to hold you back. He says, do not underestimate the enemy. Do not underestimate the power of delay. What you choose in this moment will echo across generations. Generations are depending on your courage. The lives of those who came before you and those who will come after you are connected to this very choice. You may feel pressure building, a heaviness in your heart, a tightening in your chest. That is not fear, it is the weight of responsibility being placed upon you, and it is meant to awaken your spirit fully. Michael continues, you have survived trials, endured pain, and faced opposition that seemed insurmountable. But now the test is different. It is not just about survival. It is about alignment. It is about obedience. It is about stepping fully into your calling. The spiritual battlefield is intense. Angels and unseen forces are moving around you. Every choice you make sends ripples through this unseen world. Every decision, even small ones, shapes your reality. The doors that heaven has opened are still before you. They glow with light, inviting you to step forward. Behind them are blessings, protection, and your true alignment with divine purpose. But the doors will not remain open indefinitely. Every moment of hesitation allows the darkness to creep closer. Every step forward empowers heaven's light to cover you. Michael says, this is your final opportunity in this hour, to stand, to rise, to claim what was prepared for you, to obey the call and walk in protection. Your mind may resist, your heart may question, your spirit may hesitate. That is natural. Even the strongest chosen ones face doubt. But the Archangel reminds you, faith is enough, obedience is enough, courage is enough. Your willingness to respond activates the forces of heaven. Pause and let that sink in. The enemy is watching. Every hesitation is noticed, every doubt is recorded, and every act of obedience is amplified by heaven's power. Michael moves closer, and the fire of his sword illuminates the path ahead. He says, "Chosen one, rise, step into your destiny, claim what has been preserved for you. Do not allow fear or delay to steal your blessings." You may feel overwhelmed. The responsibility may feel too great. The urgency may feel heavy. That is why this message is here, to remind you of your strength, to remind you of your protection, to remind you that you are never alone. The angels are aligned around you. The light is extending, creating a shield of protection. But the shield only remains while you step forward. Every hesitation allows darkness to reclaim space. Every act of faith expands the light. Michael continues, "Do not wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only now, and now is all you have to step into your calling, into your protection, and into your destiny." The spiritual atmosphere is thick with energy. You can feel the tension, the urgency, and the power pressing in. This is a pivotal moment, a turning point. The Archangel raises his sword higher and the fire intensifies. He says, "The time for delay is over. The time for fear is over. Rise, chosen one. Rise and claim what heaven has prepared for you." Pause and breathe. Feel the power of those words reverberate in your soul. Every step you take now will determine the path forward. Every decision now carries weight beyond imagination. Every act of obedience now brings protection and blessings that cannot be measured. Michael says, "Do not underestimate the power of choice. Do not underestimate the force of alignment. Do not underestimate what happens when a chosen one obeys." The doors are still open, glowing with divine light. The path is clear, though challenges may appear. The enemy is desperate, but his time is limited. Heaven is ready to act on your behalf. The angels are ready to intervene. The protection is extended, but it will only remain as long as you step into it. Obedience activates the shield. Faith strengthens the light. Courage ensures victory. Michael concludes this section. "Rise now, chosen one. The world may not see, but heaven sees. The protection is real, the blessing is ready. Do not hesitate, do not delay. Step into your calling and walk fully in the light." Pause. Let the urgency, the power, and the divine love settle into your spirit. The fire of Michael's presence remains, illuminating the unseen battles. The doors are glowing. The angels are watching. The moment to act is now. Archangel Michael's presence now feels overwhelming. The air around you vibrates with the weight of urgency and divine authority. He speaks directly to your spirit. "Chosen one, the moment you have been prepared for has arrived." Every trial, every test, every moment of doubt, all were preparation for this hour. Do not ignore it. Do not delay it. The forces of darkness are not idle. They have been circling, waiting for hesitation, waiting for fear, waiting for distraction. But the angels are here, surrounding you with shields of light, ready to act on your command. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Every struggle you endured was never wasted. Every tear, every heartbreak, every closed door was shaping you into the chosen one you are today. Michael's voice intensifies. "You are stronger than you know. You are prepared beyond what you realize. But strength alone is not enough. You must act. You must choose. You must step forward." The urgency is not for entertainment. It is literal. Do you feel the pressure in your chest, the stirring in your spirit? That is the divine awakening happening inside you. Heaven has opened doors for you, doors that lead to protection, blessing, and fulfillment of your destiny. But they will not remain open indefinitely. Every second of hesitation allows darkness to press closer. Every act of obedience strengthens your shield. Michael continues, the enemy fears your rise because of the ripple effect it will create. Generations will benefit from your obedience. Lives will be transformed by your alignment. But delay gives opportunity to the enemy. Think carefully. The blessings that await you are not small. They are powerful, life-changing, and long-awaited. And yet, the opportunity is fleeting. Heaven does not repeat the same call forever. The urgency you feel is real. It is the sound of destiny knocking at your door. Breathe deeply. The weight of this message is intentional. Michael raises his sword, and the light shines brighter. The energy surrounding you intensifies. The spiritual battlefield is alive, moving, and charged. Do not underestimate the power of obedience, Michael declares. Do not underestimate what happens when a chosen one listens. Every act of faith expands the light. Every act of courage strengthens the shield. Every choice aligns you with heaven's plan. You may feel fear. You may feel doubt. You may wonder if you are ready. That is normal. Even the strongest chosen ones experience hesitation. But the Archangel reminds you, faith, obedience, and courage are enough. The willingness to respond activates the forces of heaven. Feel the power of those words resonate in your soul. The enemy may have tried to intimidate you before. He may have used fear, doubt, and distraction. But now the forces of heaven are moving with urgency to cover you. The angels are ready. The protection is extended. The doors to your destiny are glowing. But only your action will allow you to step fully into it. Michael says, do not wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. And now is all you have to claim your blessing and protection. Every hesitation carries consequence. Every act of obedience carries reward. The spiritual energy around you thickens. You can feel it, even if you cannot see it. It presses against your spirit, reminding you of the urgency. Michael's voice thunders, rise, chosen one, step forward, claim what was preserved for you. Obey and witness the power of heaven moving in your life. Let that sink in. This is not a figurative statement. It is literal. Your life is about to shift dramatically. The choices you make in these moments will determine the path ahead. Heaven has provided the opportunity. The angels have provided protection. Michael has provided warning. And now, your response is required. The stakes are high. Your calling is real. Your destiny is imminent. Every second you hesitate is noticed in the spiritual realm. Every step of faith strengthens your position. Every act of courage invites divine intervention. Michael continues, do not underestimate the magnitude of your choice. Do not underestimate the impact of your obedience. Do not underestimate what happens when a chosen one listens. Let the reality of these words resonate in every fiber of your being. The doors are glowing before you. The angels are aligned around you. The protection is ready, but it will only remain as long as you step into it. Do not allow fear, doubt, or delay to dictate your path. Obedience activates protection. Faith strengthens the light. Courage ensures victory. Michael concludes section 9 with one final warning. The time for hesitation has ended. The moment of decision is now. Step into your calling, chosen one. Obey and witness miracles unfold. Delay and the opportunity will pass. Pause. Breathe. The power of heaven presses upon you. The urgency, the light, and the protection are all present. Your next move determines everything. Step forward, and you walk in the light. Step back, and darkness approaches. As the presence of Archangel Michael lingers around you, the weight of his words settles deep within your spirit. You now understand the urgency, the importance, and the divine orchestration behind every moment of your life. But before you move forward, there is one final thing that Michael wants you to hear. Heaven's message is not complete without your acknowledgement, without your alignment, and without your willingness to act. And this is where your choice matters more than ever. When you open your heart to the light, when you allow obedience and faith to guide you, protection flows like a river that cannot be stopped. Every shadow that has tried to follow you dissolves. Every obstacle that seemed insurmountable becomes manageable. And here is the crucial point Michael wants you to grasp. Your spiritual alignment is not just for you. Your courage, your faith, and your decisions impact not only your destiny, but the destiny of those around you. Your family, your community, even those whose lives you may never see, benefit from your obedience to heaven's call. This is why your presence here matters, because you have been chosen to witness, to listen, and to act. Now, as you absorb this final message, consider what it means to give back in gratitude. When you feel that spiritual awakening, that spark of divine connection, one of the most powerful ways to honor it is by supporting the work that spreads these messages. Through your super thanks, you are not just donating, you are joining in the mission of awakening. Every contribution amplifies the light, expands the reach of divine messages, and helps countless others who are yet to hear these urgent warnings. Even a small gesture can create ripples across the spiritual realm. Your super thanks is a symbol of alignment, faith, and commitment to the higher purpose. It allows this channel to continue delivering messages that protect, guide, and awaken souls worldwide. And while you feel the urgency within this moment, Michael reminds you that subscribing is more than just staying updated. It is a promise to yourself that you will not ignore the messages heaven sends. It is a commitment to remain awake, aware, and protected. By subscribing, you stay connected to these divine messages, ensuring that guidance, warnings, and blessings are always within reach. Pause for a moment and reflect. How often do we ignore signs, postpone action, or wait for a better time? Michael emphasizes that there is no better time than now. By taking action through super thanks and subscribing, you are stepping fully into alignment. You are choosing protection, guidance, and divine clarity. Every single act of support becomes a part of the mission. Every subscriber joins the growing network of awakened souls. Every super thanks is a reinforcement of light over darkness. Archangel Michael's presence surrounds you, and you feel the reassurance that every choice, every step, and every act of faith matters. He says, "Do not underestimate the power of your alignment, your support, or your commitment. Heaven sees your devotion, and your actions amplify the divine work being done on earth." Pause. Let that sink in. Every time you contribute through super thanks, you are actively participating in a spiritual awakening that reaches far beyond what eyes can see. And subscribing? It ensures that the flow of guidance continues uninterrupted. You become part of a sacred cycle, receiving, acting, and spreading the light. You become an anchor for your own protection and a beacon for others. So, as this message concludes, make your choice now. Honor the presence of Archangel Michael, honor the divine warning, and step fully into alignment. Support through super thanks. Stay connected by subscribing. Be part of this mission of awakening and protection. Because heaven is calling, because the light is reaching you, because your soul was prepared for this exact moment. And as you act, as you give, as you subscribe, feel the surge of divine protection enveloping you. Feel the assurance that you are no longer walking alone. Feel the energy of the angels moving in your favor. This is your final opportunity to respond fully. The time to hesitate has ended. Step forward, claim your blessing, and join the mission. Super thanks and subscribe now. Let this be the action that marks your alignment, your protection, and your connection with heaven's plan. The light surrounds you. The angels stand guard. And your choice now determines the unfolding of your destiny.